Hello. Welcome to my podcast, which is currently being recorded on my phone in my bed because I don't know how to do this. And I've tried Googling it. And you know what? I have a tendency to want everything to be completely perfect. All the boxes ticked, which I lack the discipline and motivation to actually execute, which results in nothing ever happening. So I decided I'm just going to dive in. If this is absolutely terrible and everybody hates it and nobody watches it, then that's totally fine. But we're going to begin. Because I've been talking about doing this for maybe 2 years. It really started with me. Well, really it started with me falling in love with podcasting, and basically feeling like the existence of podcasts and everybody who has used it as a medium to get information out there really saved my life. I mean, I know there are books and libraries and the internet, but for some reason, podcasts have just fulfilled me in a way that I am deeply grateful for. And, I don't really have, I don't have much to bring to the table. I'm not here because I think I have anything to offer you. That is my own. What I'm here for, well, it's a little bit for me, and I'm sure I'll explain that a bit better. But I guess I just feel like I really want to celebrate everything that I've learned or discovered or what I'm interested in. I want a creative outlet, and I want to get that information to other people to maybe save them the hassle of having to seek it out over the course of 36 years. I'm suddenly very aware that I'm not going to be editing this because I don't know how to do that. So anyway, I made no plan. Usually if I was to do something like this, I would have an endless, Word document of first I'll say this and then I'll say that. And I've really tried hard to just dive into this and not obsess about it being perfect or having a beginning, middle, and end, or how long it's supposed to take or not take. So I should probably talk a little bit about who I am. That might be of interest. But I guess maybe I'll start more with why. And then also, I'm sure you want to know what the point of listening to this, what is this going to get you? So we'll get there. I promise it's going to be good. So I'm 36. I have a 10-year-old son. I live in Bermuda. I work as a relocation consultant. I have a partner. He has dogs. They're my dogs too now. I am sort of hippy dippy, crunchy, granola type person, or I'd certainly like to be. I'm sort of spiritual, and aren't we all? And I guess I'm on sort of like a healing journey and a path that I want to pound that pavement a little harder, you know what I mean? And I guess I want to share what's helping me, or to share what I struggle with, so that maybe if someone's listening in the way that other women have done for me, they'll feel like, oh, I'm not the only one. So the funny sort of like little backstory behind this is that, gosh, like maybe even almost 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half. God, time is flying. I needed to renew my son's passport, and I printed the form, and I would think about it probably every day, mostly because it sat on my desk within eyesight. And I would say to my therapist week after week, like, what is wrong with me that I can't fill out a simple form? I don't understand it. This is ridiculous. And, you know, that is a big theme of my life. The difficulty in executing anything and just, you know, doing. And, you know, I kind of joked that I would love to start a podcast called Why Can't I Fill Out This Form? Where I would, you know, delve into the things that I'm interested in, and, you know, just life with this sort of like ADHD brain. And, yeah, I wrote a jingle. That's the first thing I did. I wrote a jingle. I recorded it on my phone. I sent it to my 2 closest friends. I shared it with my therapist. And, you know, and that's sort of where it sat. And when I met my partner, and, you know, not showing up in the most authentic way, you know, it was like almost like this little sort of tidbit that I dropped to like make myself interesting, you know. Oh, I want to start a podcast. Oh my God. My battery is low. I don't know if that is going to make a difference. Okay. Well, here we are. So, you know, I sort of was like, yeah, I have this great idea. I even wrote a jingle, and, you know, like, was definitely just trying to seem interesting. And then he sends me like a link being like, this is how easy it is to start a podcast. You should just do it. Just do it, do it, do it. Well, there's nothing more terrifying than me being shown like a roadmap to doing a thing. And, you know, it was kind of confronting, because I am very comfortable in the realm of dreaming and, you know, making the Pinterest board, you know, but actually executing? Oh, are you insane? No, thank you. So, hi, honey, because he's for sure going to be watching this. He better. So that is where this began, and now I'm actually doing it, and who knows where it's going to end up, or if I'll ever figure out how to actually get this off of my phone and onto a platform. I don't know. But yeah, I want to talk about all of the things that are exciting me. If you've read the little blurb that I had to write about what this podcast is about, you know, I just lost my train of thought. I bet you a proper podcaster would edit this out, but not me. Yeah, okay. So I think that what you might want to know is like, what am I interested in? Like, you're probably like, well, do I want to listen to your podcast? Like, how the hell do I know what you're interested in? So I should probably tell you. But I will tell you a little bit about podcasts that sort of saved my life that I used to listen to. Just, you know, just in a sort of a karmic sense that I want to sort of say, you know, who sort of was there for me when I needed something. So I loved the Live Awake podcast with Sarah Blondin. She does a lot of like meditations and like affirmations, and so highly recommend. Definitely like a decade ago, I was listening for sure to Oprah, Super Soul Sundays. And I did like a little bit of My Favorite Murder and the All Aussie Mystery Hour. And one person that really spoke to me was Elena Brower. She's got 2 YouTube videos you should look up. Spiritual Partnership and Spiritual Parenting. They're like seminars that she gave at Wanderlust. They're like a decade old, but they're still on YouTube. Amazing. She came to Bermuda and taught some yoga at a festival, and I kind of like devoured her content and have checked in and out with her over the years. She used to be involved, or maybe still is, with something called the Handel Group in New York, sort of empowerment, coaching, that sort of stuff. Sienna Sherman, amazing storyteller and yoga teacher. Devour her stuff if you can. Olivia Bryant with Self Cervix, embodiment, the heart cervix, what do they call that? Channel? No? Anyway. And then my sort of core, and like the stuff that I'm devouring, certainly in the last like year. Well, first, hands down favorite, Kim Anami. I think I discovered her about maybe a decade ago. I just given birth. I was, you know, I went right back into running and gym stuff, and yeah, couldn't figure out why my pelvic floor just like falling out the bottom. And I think I Googled like, why am I peeing when I'm running? And I discovered Kim Anami. She's like a sex and relationships coach and a vaginal weightlifter. And that introduced the jade yoni egg into my life and my meditation and wellness practices. Definitely saved my life. I highly recommend all of her work, and even just consuming all of her content for free, like as a start. She will change your life. From there, I fell into the Free Birth Society with Emily Saldea and Yolanda Norris Clark. I had a hospital birth in the system, pretty horrific, and hope to have more kids. And those women have, again, saved my life and completely changed the way that I look at the world and the things that I believed. And I feel really called to work in that realm, and to, you know, all it takes is one woman to share, to affect another woman, and hopefully it can just spread from there. But their courses, they have a whole portfolio, that's not the right word, of, oh God, like, I mean, it's just amazing. So highly recommend. Another one that I love is Emily Fletcher with Ziva meditation. So good. Aubrey Marcus and Layla Martin, they're people that I found through Emily. Good stuff. I am a woman in recovery. I've been sober for 11 years. Just alcohol was my problem. Just a little alcohol. But I really love a woman called Jody White, who has a podcast called Journals of a Love Addict. I can get addicted to anything, and while I'm not necessarily in like a recovery program for that, most of us struggle with codependency and things in that sort of arena. And I devoured her podcast in a short time. And I love Queen Herbie with Herbie House. She's just great. The other rabbit hole that I've gone down in the last, say, 6 months, German New Medicine. If you don't know about German New Medicine, oh my God, it is amazing. I don't know enough yet to speak eloquently about it. I'm still learning, and I am podcast educated. I have not formally studied any of this stuff, but I won't get into it now, but look it up. Freya Kellett, she's got a podcast called German New Medicine Stories. I think I discovered her through the Free Birth Society. And then from there, Dr. Melissa Sell with the German New Medicine podcast. And then Andy Locke Mears. Germany Heilkunde? I think that's the name of her podcast. She is English speaking, but all amazing. Will change your life. So that is sort of like a little bit about what I'm into. I have this Word document that is called my manifestation map, and it's like 6 pages where each one is dedicated to like an area of my life that I want to work on. So, my body, emotional growth, intellectual growth, spiritual stuff, motherhood, being a good partner, like just the different areas that like you can grow in. And then I've sort of divided each one into sort of like what I'm working on, what sort of piqued my interest, but that I don't really have the bandwidth to get into, and what I've heard about but know jack shit about and would like to look into when I've got the time. And so I kind of see this podcast as a avenue to explore all of those things. And, I have to admit, I'm a little overwhelmed by everything that I'm interested in. I'm like, there aren't enough hours in the day or years, or, I don't know where to begin. Jesus, like, obviously, anything energetics, like all of that sort of stuff, all just wildly, anything that's going to heal us, anything, oh God, there's just so many things. Oh my God, what else am I obsessed with? Plant medicine, past life regression, hypnosis, Akashic records, aliens, spinal energetics. I might as well just look at this list. Reiki, cell command theory. Okay, you did not start this video just to watch me read a list and not say anything. That's the gist of it. So yeah, I don't know if that's a good start. We're at about 20 minutes. You've probably heard enough, especially since I didn't plan this well. I don't know what I'm doing. I am in my bed. But yeah, I hope that this has given you a vague idea of what this is going to be about or for, or how it will help you if you want help. Oh my God. The imposter syndrome right now, I mean, through the roof. Who the fuck do I think I am? Yeah, I don't know. But I do think this could be really fun, you know? I mean, not that I can imagine anyone who would let me interview them or want to, like, what's in it for them. But I mean, I can think of endless people that I would love to have on this podcast. I mean, my friends alone, I have very few but very amazing women in my life that I would love to talk to for an hour and then put it on the internet for you to enjoy. I mean, some of these women are just such beautiful, wonderful people. And the world deserves to hear what they have to say. And then, of course, there are all my teachers, you know, like, I mean, not that I think she'd agree, but like my therapist or the one before that or the one before that, would they be interested? I don't know. Yeah, and then I just think of like the spiritual community here in Bermuda, the sound healers, the acupuncturists, the, you know, Ayurvedic medicine practitioners. I mean, there's so many different people that have something beautiful to bring to the table. And yeah, I mean, obviously there are lots of women that I don't actually know for real, but that I love and listen to that live in other countries that don't know I exist. But yeah, I just, I'm excited. This is exciting. I don't know if you just heard my dogs running in the background, but yeah, let's see how this goes. 22 minutes and 29 seconds. I think that's not bad. That's not bad, right? If you made it through, thank you. I'm excited. I hope I get to know you. And yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna stop now.